Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We back, baby. We back.
We back and we can't be stopped.
2022.
Won't stop.
So,
New year.
new year,
New year, new
what's
goals,
new?
goals,
new experiences.
you name it. So, welcome back to all of our fans, supporters. We're back.
Viewers.
To episode 1.
Subscribers.
Garbage,
So
yeah.
yeah, so let's what you guys been up to? Biggie, Juan, you've been out for a little while, so to give you guys
I'm
kind of
just-
a rundown of what I've been up to. I guess I can get started. So been doing the same shit. Working, getting fatter, getting older and wiser. The kids are doing well. The family's doing well, so I can't ask for anything more. I'm blessed. Well, how about you guys?
That's important. That's important. Family
Yeah.
first, baby.
Always. I'm just glad Christmas is over with.
Yes.
Madness is done.
Oh, yes.
Even though
You know,
we're
I always
February-
say- I always say I'm going to get a head start on Christmas and never do. I always,
Yeah,
something
that's
always
me.
last minute. I'm like, damn, you know? But most of the time I work well under pressure, so got it done. Got it done. The kids got their PS5 this Christmas, so
Man, talk
they
about an adventure. Just trying to get a PS5, right?
yeah. Hey, we talked
I'm
about it
not
last
doing
year. We had an episode about it, about how hard it was to get a PS5, and then
Shout out to the plug, by the way.
yeah, shout out
That
to
guy.
the bots.
Shout out to the guy. So,
The bots.
Bots.
yeah, man. So let's get this cracking, man. I got a few topics that I wanna, I guess, kind of discuss with you guys, and we can kind of give our opinion on, and get this new episode started. So first and foremost, thank you to everybody that subscribed, that's following us and whatnot. Hopefully
Yeah,
we can
before
get
you get
again.
started on the topics, I know you said you're gonna ask us, you know, what's been going on, Biggie, what's been going on
you're right.
in the last year. What you got?
saying, well, I acquired someone and they just stuck with me.
He said, "Are you acquired?"
I acquired now.
Yeah, can you elaborate?
I mean,
Can you elaborate
I-
to us what you meant by that?
You don't have to elaborate. But salute,
I mean,
salute. Yes, salute to her.
my better half, yes.
Yes, definitely.
But just chilling, same old, new shit, different day. Or
Yep.
same, what is it? Same shit, different day.
Yeah, something like that.
Whatever, yeah.
How about you, Juan? What's new? Tell us.
Letting my beard grow. That's one change because technically I'm almost officially retired. I stopped working, so there's that. Yeah. And it's been 23 and a half years of doing this, and now
How
it's
you
like,
do it?
hey, thank you. And now it's kind of like, man, where do I go from here after doing this for so long? You know, straight out of high school. This all I'm known, and now to go out to the real world and see what's out there. But it's scary and exciting at the same time, just because, you know, which way can I go? You know, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Stay tuned. I'm gonna give myself a little break, though. I'm gonna give myself a
Yeah, I
little
was
break.
gonna say, take your time, enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, man.
Yeah, definitely. That's coming,
Yeah,
man.
definitely. Congrats on that, by the way. That's a fucking fantastic goal that I think all of us, at some point in our careers,
Hopefully, reach.
hope to achieve. Right? Just kind
Mm-hmm.
of chill and just kind of, honestly, just
Yeah.
kind of watch your kids grow and watch your kids develop and all that stuff. So
Mhm.
it was quite a year. Shout out to
Yeah.
the Showtime baseball team, Josh's baseball team. They've been doing really well. We're actually doing a
Yeah.
tournament tomorrow in Portland, Texas, in
Nice.
Corpus.
Is that still going on? I know here. For those who don't know, here in Texas right now, weather conditions is kind of weird with the ice and the rain and all that stuff. So they're canceling schools and all that stuff for today and tomorrow. So is it still going on that you know of?
Yeah, so far we're planning on playing Saturday at 9 a.m. I think 9:45. So shout out to the kids. I hope that they come through this weekend and get another championship. They've been doing really well.
They got enough fingers. They got enough fingers. I know Josh has a lot of.
I know, man.
Jewelry.
He ran out of
fingers
spaces for his fingers. So I guess he ran out of fingers for his rings. But no, shout out to Josh. Shout out to the coaches from Showtime. Shout out to Mayeli, man, because my wife really does take care of Josh on Saturdays and when I'm at work and stuff like that. So it couldn't be done without her, to be honest.
Yeah.
It does hold it down at the house or whatnot. So
yeah, and that's very important, man. It takes what is it? It takes the army to raise a village or something like that. There's a saying like that, and you got it there, man.
That's our second myself quote. We gotta do better, guys.
Enough said.
We'll fix it. We'll make sure we do
can
better.
Go back and edit it and not the right one.
No editing.
Correct one.
We're gonna leave it like that. We're gonna keep going with it. We'll make some t-shirts.
Y'all ready to get started on this topic?
Let's go. What you got? What you got for us?
So being this is only going to be this is the first episode of the season, as we like to say, la temporada. I really want to get down to the nitty gritty, man. This NFL being sued by Brian Flores. I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. I know it's been all over the media about how he feels like he is being discriminated against. Which I mean, my opinion on it, I think he really is. I think the NFL really has a huge problem as far as diversity. Not on the field, right? Not on as far as what we see, the product,
culture,
the culture that the NFL has, man. It's to me, it's absurd that it's 2022 and there's only one black coach or one African American coach coaching, and there's 32 teams. To me, it's mind-boggling how that process works because of the Looney Rule, or is it the Looney Rule, the Rooney Rule? I might be incorrect on that, but that rule at its core, it's still fucking just. To me, it's just fucking dumb, right? Because that rule just tells these owners that you have to at least interview one minority, right? That kind of just lets you know where the NFL stands as far as those positions, those high up positions. So I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on that, and I wanted to ask you guys what should players, what should coaches do on that aspect of trying to change that culture? What do you guys think? What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Go ahead, Big.
I mean, I don't know too much on the subject. I barely read up on it, but the case in general, though, is who's qualified, and if they're doing it on purpose, then it needs to be addressed, obviously. But it's messed up. It's messed up if you're not gonna hire more qualified because of the color of the skin. It's sad, especially in 2022.
Yeah,
it's sad.
And I got to agree because and it might not only be NFL. There are other things out there, not only with sports but in other companies and stuff like that. That it's there's that stigma of maybe because we're of ethnic descent, we're not as smart.
Yeah.
Or we're not capable of holding those positions. And certain people hold those positions to maybe their own kind. Let's just put it like that. Not everybody's like that. We understand that. Not everybody's like that. But there is a culture out there that prevents us from still getting those positions. Why is it that we're in 2022 and like you mentioned, there's only one black coach.
Yeah.
One.
He's the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Thomas
Tomlin.
Tomlin.
Ain't that nuts, right? 70%.
I didn't know that.
70% of the NFL players are black, right? Or in this case, with minorities.
Yeah.
I think what really did it for me was the fact that, one, he got fired from the Miami Dolphins, and I thought that, in my opinion, he was doing really well. They were on a 7-game winning streak. I remember that.
Yeah.
When they were being counted out, like they were trash. They finished the season really good. To me, it was like, wow, like what would you fire this guy, right?
Yeah.
There were also reports around that the owner of the Miami Dolphins wanted to pay him $100,000 for every time he lost.
Heard today.
I think what really did it for me was the text that he got, that he showed the public, between the conversation between him and Bill Belichick before he interviewed for the actual New York Giants position, right? So I guess according to the reports, and I may be wrong, so he was supposed to interview with the Giants, and a few days before that interview, Bill Belichick texted him telling him, congrats, hey, pretty much telling him, hey, congratulations, I hear that you're going to get the job. And then he responded like, hey, how did you hear this? And then he asked, are you talking about me, Brian, or Brian Adele? I think it's the coach that they actually ended up hiring.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I misquoted.
It wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't meant for him, right? And I think he kind of spilled the beans. So they still wanted to go through that interview process of him being interviewed, but only because of that Looney rule. We have to, you know interview what I mean? Like, because you're black, at least we got to give you them. I guess we'll give you the interview just so we can follow protocol. I think that's just garbage to me. That
is.
Yeah, it's eye opening, and man, like I was sitting the other day at work, right? I mean, I work from home, and I was just thinking, like, how do you promote change, right? And how do you promote change to that to be changed? And to me, honestly, it's really up to the players, man. Like, it's really up to these media outlets that talk about it, but then it's kind of forgotten about, right? Because if you really think about it, ESPN, the NFL has a contract with them, right? So they have to talk about the certain topics, right? But I think that media and the players could really actually have an actual say so, and especially now with the Super Bowl, right? Like, I was hoping and expecting at least the players to come out and be like, hey, like this is something that we have to come out and talk about and make a change. So
definitely.
It does need to change.
Yeah, it does need to change. Definitely needs to change. And then for those who don't know, the Rooney Rule in business, the Rooney Rule is a National Football League policy that requires league teams to interview ethnic minority candidates for head coaching and senior football operation jobs. It is an example of affirmative action. Even though there is no hiring quota or hiring preference given to minorities, only an interview quota. So they have to interview at least 2.
So I think that, to me, putting that rule in place kind of speaks volume of how discriminating that is, right? Like, that you actually have to put an actual rule in place to be able to do that.
And
instead of looking at the people that actually qualify.
Yeah, and it's
and it might be. I'm trying to look it up. It might be an old rule, trying to focus into change, but here we are, like I said, 2022, and that change hasn't been like, it hasn't progressed to the impact that we would like to see it.
Yeah, and I don't want to steal the thunder from many of you guys, but it was just one of those subjects that, man, how do you there's a reason why they put that rule in, right?
Yeah.
But
they weren't doing it, but
it was good at the time, maybe 20 years ago, to promote that change, to make sure that we got at least some, some people in to interview, because maybe prior to that there was like, no, we don't have to interview nobody of color, because it's not even, to at least have that change when it happened, that we have to interview, to now it's 20 years later after the rule has been, I think it was 2003.
No, I think they put that rule in 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
I think I'm reading here. Okay. It was created as a reaction to the 2000. Okay, so it was created as a reaction to the 2002 firings of head coaches Tony Dungy of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Dennis Green.
You're right. 2003.
Yeah. So because of that, they instituted the rule. But now, almost 20 years later, we should be, a little bit more diverse than we are now.
Yeah, the signal, guys.
Nuts, man. So yeah. Hopefully, before we finish this segment, I my thoughts are that hopefully, I really do hope that the players do get involved, because
I lost.
Uh-oh.
I lost connection like 3 times.
You're playing
back.
Oh, I lost connection with you guys like 3 times. You didn't hear me?
No.
Oh.
I just now saw the little thing twirling, like finding.
We were all off the screen on my shit, man. All right, now we're back. Let's
we
go
were
before
still
the
on. No, we were still on, so we got it. No worries. Enough said. So shit that happens, right? Shit that happens.
So hopefully the players get involved in this, honestly, because and not to take anything away from Colin Kaepernick, but the whole Colin Kaepernick thing was like, it kind of happened, and then it's just kind of got, who talks
People
about the whole Colin Kaepernick? Yeah, it kind of got swept under the rug, and it's like, so hopefully,
all the aftermath that they get from it, it's like, who's gonna be that one to represent, to put, their face forward to be able to make that change. When that happens, they get hated on by a lot of people while this is going on. So, somebody has to be, brave enough to say, okay, I'm going to take the hit for it.
Yeah.
But to ensure that moving forward, there is change. And he did mention it in, I guess, a tweet or whatever he put out. I just want this moving forward to change.
Yeah. And I think that's all he wanted, right? Like, hey, you can't have that culture, like, you know what I mean? Like, so, and not to take anything away from the whole Colin Kaepernick thing, I thought by him taking that stand really did create a lot of change. But I mean, do you honestly really hear much in regards to that? You really don't. So I hope this doesn't kind of fall under the rug the same way that kind of did. So
yeah. Well, it's still active. Trust me, it's still big. It's just not being spoke about on the news every day.
Yeah,
that's all.
But
I agree though. And hopefully this is not just ignored.
Hey, so who's attending this concert on what is it? When is the Super Bowl? Who's gonna be watching this concert during Super Bowl? Dr. Dre,
Eminem,
Snoop, Mary J.
Woo!
This is gonna
and Kendrick Lamar.
Crazy 30-40 minutes.
It's gonna be like an hour show, bro.
That has to be with all them in it. All of them, they're all superstars.
Now you know what they're gonna give Kendrick like a 10-minute slide. They're gonna give Mary J like a quick 10-minute intermix all their songs together, and then
that's
they're gonna
20
bring
minutes.
Dre, Snoop, and them out.
Yeah.
And then that's just gonna be like 25 minutes.
How do you see? How do you divide the
That's what I'm
time
saying.
between
It's
those
gonna be like a
breaks,
45-minute
right?
halftime show.
How do you
It's gonna be
divide
an
that?
hour.
I think that's how they're gonna do it. Oh,
Yeah,
but
I'm
I don't know if
wondering
you
if
guys
it's
saw a little post that Dr. Dre said while he was getting ready.
Oh, you froze on us. Are you talking about? So
Can you guys?
I don't know if this is
Damn,
what Big
I
is.
lost you
Oh,
guys
go ahead.
again.
Go ahead. Now, Big. Go ahead.
I don't remember the last thing I said. What was the last thing I
You
said?
said,
I don't
you
see
said
one.
about a
One's right
post.
there.
You said about a post that Dr. Dre posted
Can you
while
hear
he
me?
was. I yes,
yeah,
we hear you.
You can't hear me.
we can hear you.
Yo,
Yes,
this is
we can
funny.
hear you.
We
Yo.
can hear you.
We can
Can
hear
you hear
you.
me?
Yes.
Oh, one just popped up on my shit.
Oh
I'm like,
shit! It's
I'm
your
trying to make
internet,
sure the mic
man.
come here.
Yeah, it's that.
Price is right. Here's the contestant.
The winter
Right
storm.
right up.
Riders of the storm.
Can you hear us? Is the question.
Hold on. Let me check my internet. Hold on.
I think you.
So let me ask you, Bob. You think there's gonna be any surprises during the halftime show?
Man,
It
honestly,
has enough people.
yeah, I think I don't. Man, dude, I do kind of want to see if they bring somebody out that we weren't expecting. You know what I mean? Like maybe Ice Cube, right?
Yeah,
Being that he's from the West Coast, right? I
yeah.
don't.
People that he's collabed with. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he's collabed with everybody, but you know, it's it's a one in a lifetime opportunity to
perform, man. Yeah.
perform in the Super Bowl. So what are you gonna do with it with those 45 minutes or however long it's gonna be? What are you gonna do with it? Big, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, what were you saying? Dr. Dre put a post about
So that while he was getting ready for the show, he was listening to Wu-Tang.
yeah,
That Wu-Tang is the greatest shit on earth or some shit. So I was like,
and
in
that
case
was
you're
like
new to the show, like this is us, man. And he's got the Wu-Tang sweater on. I mean, we're just fans, yes.
there you
Yeah.
go.
But when he said that, I'm thinking bring him out on stage as like a special guest, have Wu-Tang on there because oh my god.
Hey, what if it brings?
That shit will rock everything.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Check it out.
I just I was telling Bob, man, there's a lot of star power there already with the ones they mentioned.
Lots.
And you think about, Bob mentioned Ice Cube, you still got 50
NWA.
Cent.
Oh my god.
No,
50's gonna be on. I thought 50's on there already.
No,
they didn't announce him. They in
right. Holy shit.
The commercial they didn't announce him, but
That's right.
Who knows? Like, and then for him to post that, to put, I've been listening to Wu-Tang this whole week, it's like, where are we going? Where are we going? Where's that inspiration going? Like, what's coming out? Like, oh man.
Bro, what if he does this, right? What if he brings out the entire Wu-Tang crew, which is like 550 of them?
No, it's only 10, bro. Relax.
We're exaggerating. But what happens if he brings them out and they perform Triumph?
I could, man.
Oh my god, that's another 20 minutes in the car.
Yeah.
That's like another 30 minutes. 30 minutes song.
That's the whole show right there.
Even if he brought Rebel Lioness out and just saying abomatically, Socrates,
just that part,
whatever.
Even if they all sing that part in the beginning, and that's it. Like,
and that's it. Yeah. One of the best versions in hip hop history.
Yeah, the song itself is like 7 minutes long. So
yeah,
I mean, no hook either.
No hook.
Real hip hop shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, Juan. I'm hoping that I really do hope that we get some sort of like surprise guests, rappers, singers, or whatnot during the show. But hey, you never know, right?
You mentioned Ice Cube, 50 Cent. You still got some big hitters out there that weren't mentioned in the commercial that Dr. Dre like.
And it's in LA, bro.
Yeah, I know.
So what if they do a Nipsey Hussle tribute?
What if?
Probably like one song, if anything. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nobody like the mass media don't know about him like that. Like we do.
Yeah, no, I know, but man, I'm really excited about this Super Bowl coming
But
up.
now I was thinking like Mary J with Method Man. Like Mary J brings out Method Man.
Oh my!
Imagine that.
Yeah. Oh God. So talking about the Super Bowl, let's
go.
Let's do it. Who do you guys got winning this damn thing? Because I'm a toss up, man.
You know, I'm not in any. I'm in between.
Yeah.
But I might have to go with Burrows, man.
Yeah.
I have to go with Bengals.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah. I think it's a good story. Like, you know, him like 3 years ago, you know, winning it all. You know, just being in college and then now, you know, the big stage. You know,
and he was injured all last year with a torn knee.
Yeah.
But then you got Matthew Stafford on the other side.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions legend
deserves this 100%.
Couldn't get there.
It proves to anybody that he was on the wrong team this whole time.
Yeah. Man, but I mean, both stories are just
they tell themselves. They tell themselves the both stories.
Who you got, Robert?
Man, I honestly I haven't even decided yet. I can't decide honestly because one, I obviously I think that Joe Burrow's story I think is great.
Flip a coin.
But I really do like the fact that Matthew Stafford got that opportunity and make the most of it, right? I like OBJ. I like the fact that Odell Beckham left Cleveland, where I thought Baker Mayfield, I thought really just kind of like screwed his career up. Baker Mayfield to me is probably the most overrated quarterback. No hard feelings. I mean, he made the NFL, so you got to be good to make the NFL, right? But man, it's just I'm leaning more toward I'm like 60-40 with the Rams right now. But the Bengals got a hell of a kicker, man. That rookie kicker is something else.
No, you say you're calling the Rams, right?
60-40 right now. I'm going with the Rams, man.
50-40 is only 50-40 is only 90%.
No, I said 60-40.
Oh, 60-40. Gotcha.
I got a list because I got my little aligners on. But I'm going 60-40 Rams, man. But I may change.
Big, don't change. Just keep it that way. Big.
Man, I'm with you, man. I'm going with the Bengals. I think watching him come back against Kansas City, and their offensive line is very not strong. I'll put it's not the best offensive line he has, but man, he finds some way to make that shit work. If he did it against the Chiefs, I think they can almost do it against the Rams, even though the Rams defense is crazy. But I think he has enough talent in that front line. They believe in him.
Especially after seeing that performance
to get to the Super Bowl. Yeah. I'm picking the Bengals, but I mean, I could care less who wins, but let's go.
Why?
It's not my team. I'm tired of just making money off other people's team. Look, matter of fact, if you're a responsible 18 and up person and you're in New Jersey, you're gonna go to FanDuel and bet a lot of money on this game.
Have you
man, we had it over here, man. Hopefully soon, man. That shit is
I'll be your bookie.
That shit is addicting, man. When you told me, I was like, I could tell.
I won like
you're promoting bad habits
so far.
You're promoting bad habits, Biggie. If you're 18, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, go. Might as well, man. Hey, 50 cents won 130. Somebody 130,000. So
no, I think it was the $20 that won somebody $100,000, right?
No, 21. I'm like 300,000 or something.
Wow, that's crazy.
So, that's crazy. Man, I spend $20 on worse shit, you know.
Yeah, that's true, and that's what I think about. And speaking of spending money on worse shit, Vegas, May 2022.
Oh my God!
We're going, right? We're going. We're there. All reserved is there.
I'm kind of on hold right now.
Okay.
But again, like I
You'll
said,
be there. You'll be there.
I'm gonna try to shoot for April, because we do have a week-long trip over in Florida for the World Series. So,
All right.
and it's like
That'd be
literally the month
exciting.
after that. But I'm shooting for Vegas. I am.
I'm saving your slot. I'm saving your slot. Just know that,
bro.
right?
Save me the slot because
Okay.
I really want to go to Vegas. I think that'll be a we went to Denver last year. And
Don't be that guy that don't go and it jacks our weekly stay to like $100 because you didn't go. It was 60, but Robert didn't go, so it's gonna be 150.
Yeah, that's true, man.
So, quick question: who's all going so far?
Right now, officially,
Just us.
Me, Big, and your brother. But
so far, well, have you haven't talked to G yet? He hasn't responded yet.
No, I haven't heard anything.
All right, me neither, son.
All right, on to the next. But just so our subscribers know, we will be in Vegas the first weekend of May. There's a few things going on that weekend. So if you're in the area, you want to hit us up, let us know. We'll be out there. Enough said. Tú sabes.
Tú sabes.
Nos vamos para el próximo. What you got next?
Let's get the vibes flowing.
Okay, let's get back on music real quick. Guys? I got a thing, man. Look,
so I want to.
I haven't been into. Oh, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Biggie.
Oh, there's a big delay, I guess. But about music, like I haven't really been into like anything crazy until Benny the Butcher and J. Cole. It's called Johnny P's Caddy. Have you guys heard this? I tagged you. I said it in the group message.
No, yeah.
So listen to this song. This made me listen to Benny the Butcher's albums and Conway and all these guys, the Griselda gang. Yeah, this has got me back into the music shit, man. Because J. Cole's verse, man, listen to that if you haven't listened to it.
Is it too early? Is it too early for him to announce?
It is. It is, but just the fact that him, Kendrick, Cordae, like Killer Mike, like there's only a few, to me, like lyrical conscious rappers that actually have good music. Yeah. So I think he can, with all the bullshit, ain't nobody who's better than him that's popular. Other than Drake, I said him and it's like Drake, it's like Jay-Z and Nas.
Yeah, well,
those are the top two.
Because he said a lot. He said alive. If he would have said like that's the thing that was like, wait a minute, what did you say?
Play it back. I think the whole Drake thing kind of like, he does sell a lot, and I'm not gonna. I mean, obviously, right? But I don't know. I mean, I like Drake. I like his music. I just don't. I wouldn't compare him with.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him at the same level as
Drake is more commercial. We all like Drake. Of course, he has songs, hits that we all can relate to. But when it comes to lyrically,
I wouldn't put him next to J. Cole. I wouldn't even.
Not lyrically at all.
That's what I'm saying. I think lyrically Drake's got his own thing, but like it's what J. Cole talks about too. Is like. They're both. That's what I'm saying. It's like a Jay-Z Nas thing. Like Nas is over here, cold. Jay-Z's over here, nice. That's Drake. They're in their own lanes. You know.
I wouldn't. I'm sorry.
I have to disagree on that one because Jay-Z and Nas were lyrically, they were competing. Here, I don't think.
No, I'm not talking about lyrically. I'm talking about topic wise, and I'm talking about their lanes of topic. Like Nas is more. System ghetto, like he's all about the outlet making like the news. Jay-Z is about his life. Elevating. J. Cole's about the politics. There you go. Like J. Cole's about the politics. Drake's about the women. Two greats to me. Lyrically, they're both, but you can't compare them. They're on their own lane. They're in their own lane. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm comparing. I'm not saying like. But J. Cole he's nasty, but he just doesn't get it.
He's a beast. And I've since his first album, I've like you know, especially living, you know, I lived in that area. I lived in the Fayetteville area and stuff like that, and that brought me more into like, okay, this
His
is where he's
music.
from and stuff like that. Like knowing that, you know, that culture from the North Carolina Fayetteville area, knowing that and how he lyricist, you know, as a lyricist, he's, to me, he's up there. Like today in age, he's lyricist, he's up there. I'm not gonna compare him to the, you know, Nas. I'm not gonna compare him to you know, to our generation.
No, that's
Like,
a different stature. That's like a top tier up there.
yeah, but also think about this. He's around our age too, so it took him a little bit to get there. He's 37. You know.
Yeah,
he's around that age.
I remember watching him in Austin. I went to a Jay-Z did like a little 15-song college or 10-song college tour.
Was it the South?
Opening, huh?
I thought it was South. What's the Southwest by Southwest?
No.
What that's called?
Maybe before, but this concert was like just a regular for Texas. You know, it was in Austin. It was for UT. Anyway, I went with some. I forgot who I went with. I think it was G or somebody. But anyway, the opening act was J. Cole, because that's Jay-Z's artist.
Yeah.
And J. Cole was, you know, preppy boy, like with the, you know, big T-shirt, jeans, boots on, like, you know. And then remember watching him having those songs out, and his first album came out, and then the tour he is now is like, damn. I witnessed that dude when he first started. Man. That's when he had waves, you know, now he has dreads. It's like,
and that's a good topic. You just mentioned a good topic. Who have you seen that's, you know, from the beginning that started and now like made it, you know, big time? And you say, you know, from the beginning, you're like, damn, this is it. Why isn't this like hitting
now
harder?
Or while we were growing up?
Whenever when we were growing up, whenever, like,
last year.
Yeah.
I said last year, 2 years ago.
No.
Man, I probably couldn't name you somebody oh, you know what? I saw when Daddy Yankee and when the lawyer, what's his name, lawyer, had that tour, and he brought out Daddy Yankee to Austin. Oh my God, what was it called? The Thomas Henry. Anyhow, I saw the baby there opening up for Daddy Yankee. And
no, the baby or Lil Baby.
Man, there's like so many baby rappers nowadays that it's one of them. It's the little one.
Change your name already. Damn it, you're not a baby.
The little short one. So yeah, I got videos of it and everything on my phone, which is cool. I got like, he came out and they're like, yeah, the baby, and like all these people are like, what? Oh, I'm like, who the fuck's this guy, right? Because I'm there to see Daddy Yankee, right? Got the tickets that were given to me for free and whatnot. So, you know, me and the wife went and whatever. So, like, he came out and like he put on a hell of a show, bro. Like, he was hyped. He came out and started like walking around the crowd and like hyping people up. And then like, man, like literally maybe 6 months later, this dude's just all over the freaking internet. Like, blew up. And I saw him opening up for the act before Daddy Yankee. It was crazy.
Yes. Yeah, and that might be this might be a topic for another time, because it might take a little bit to us think about like, who was I listening to, you know, from the beginning and said like, damn, this kid got talent, or this girl got talent, and it's gonna make it big. Because I know, like, for me, example, growing up in Puerto Rico, yes, I listened to the underground, I listened to reggaeton from the beginning, like, and I listened to Daddy Yankee since '92. You know, so I heard Playero 37, I heard Playero 38, Dinois, and all that stuff. From that moment to now, and to who's made it and stuff like that, you know, we could talk about that all day. But
well, maybe remember seeing Nicky. Remember seeing Nicky Jam at the old San Juan?
Oh yeah, he was. That boy was fat.
That dude was big, and then like 5-6 years later, the dude took over the freaking.
But you know what? He was big to us, like in our community.
Yeah,
he was big before. He was a big deal before, and then he lost himself. And then for him to come back out of that and be like one of the biggest Latin stars in the world, you know, I got to give him up to Nicky Jam because he did his thing, regardless. Regardless of all the obstacles he went through in his life to come back from that. Hey, yo, he had the talent. Everybody knew he had the talent. You know, from Daddy Yankee, Nicky Jam, when they were a duo, and you know he was a singer. Daddy Yankee was the, you know, he was the lyricist and stuff like that. Los Cangri, and for him to, you know, for us to see this, it to me it brings joy to see that story. And if you haven't watched that show, the Netflix show, El Ganador, it's a really good show, and it details.
That's what my respect for his life came from, is that movie or show, whatever you want to call it. But man, respect to that guy, because he went through it and he bounced back in such a positive way.
Did. I think everybody does at some point in their life, right? Like if you can sit and kind of take a step back sometimes and kind of dwell on where you were at and where you're at now. Like I think everybody does at some point in their life. You kind of just realize that, hey man, like what am I gonna do, right? Like, and we're on topic for another day, right? But
I completely understand what you're saying, because like you said, we all been in that struggle. We all had that struggle earlier in our lives or in the middle of our lives. Even now, you know, we have certain struggles, some harder than others, but it's getting over those struggles and finding a way and being with those people who help you get, you know, over those struggles is you know, it's growing in life and stuff like that. And I'm, you know, and it's not, you know, we've been friends. I don't know how many people can say that they've had friends for 24 years, like 20. Wait, more.
Since 1998, bro.
Like
96. Since 97. Since 96. 96, 97, that year. You know, I don't know how many people could say that had friends from you know, back in the day that, but you know, I'm glad I have y'all, and I'm glad I have that system that can be like, hey, you know, we're here to support, we're here for you, whatever you need, you know, just let me know. You know, we're here, regardless of, you know, where our paths go, you know, as long as you have those people that are there for you, you know, in the hardest moments, always, you know, rely on them, always, you know, talk to them, because they're gonna get you through those hardest times. And that could be another topic for another day, but here we go. This is season 2, episode 1.
You're gonna make me stay there for a minute. I was like, oh shit. And that's it. We need a break.
I forgot what the topic was.
Yeah, we did. We just started rambling about love and shit.
I was about to say what I was thinking. I was about to say.
Let's take a quick break.
About music.
Let's take a quick break and we'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Deuces.
Welcome back. Gracias por regresar.
Yeah, we back.
We're back in the back.
Back in the back.
Needed to get a little sippy. But we're back. But you know what? We were kind of talking in between this break, and you guys want to talk about actors? I'm gonna bring it out.
Oh man,
your top 3. I need to know your top 3 actors. You gotta name 3.
In the blue hell are you?
And you could watch their movies. What 3 actors are you watching?
Well, that's no. Hold on, you going 3 of my favorite actors or actors? You put it 2 on top. So you want a popular movie that I can put up
3.
With?
Your top 3 favorite actors that you
of all, no matter what movies they play.
No matter what movie, right? They can't be porn stars.
All right, I'll be back in 10 minutes.
You
What's
mean
his name?
Jamie
Make another
Taylor? I
list.
can't think
No.
Oh, shit. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Hold on.
All right, top three. I'm gonna go real quick. I'm just gonna go, and it don't matter what order. Me personally, Tom Hanks, Leonardo DiCaprio, and I gotta go with Denzel Washington. Yeah,
Really?
go ahead.
Go ahead, Juan. Man,
I'm over here. I'm over here.
Rip.
Yeah. You took me out of, because this is just popped up. So I think you mentioned two of mine, which was Leonardo DiCaprio and Denzel Washington. But let me, damn. Man, I'm drawing a brain fart, but Johnny Depp is one.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Johnny Depp is one because I don't know. There's to flip from one role to another for somebody to have that
amazing. Yes.
Yeah, man. You know what bumps me out is that he had been doing the movies oh my god, the Fantastic Beasts movie with the Harry Potter. I don't know if you guys have seen those yet. It's like a prequel. Think of my own.
Hey, Bob, get out with my yelly in here.
Do not cut this.
You want to name those top three? Your top three. So going back to Johnny Depp, he's not in the movies anymore. That shit pissed me off.
Yeah,
he played that role so well. Who's the fuck gonna play that role now?
Which one?
On Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, okay. Hey,
but
going back because you mentioned two of my top. I said Leonardo DiCaprio, Denzel Washington were my original two top, but I want to mention additional three. Johnny Depp is one. Robert De Niro is another one because it's just so much he's done over the years. And then Al Pacino would be my other one that from when we were young to
me up.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Johnny Depp, Al Pacino, and Robert De Niro. Those are my three.
So
and we're not even we're talking about acting, not action movies or nothing like that.
No, absolutely. I get it. Absolutely.
Back in the day, action movies would be Jean-Claude Van Damme. I watched all his movies. What's that? What'd you say, Big?
Steven Seagal. Sylvester Stallone. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. That's true. Go ahead, Big. Sorry, I know. We took a few of the top favorites. Now you got to think about
what. You took my thunder. You took my thunder, mate. I got lightning. I don't got no thunder.
You took my thunder. You took my thunder.
Thunder from down under. Okay, so I'm gonna make it short and sweet because you guys already fucked up my shine. My first two has always been Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. That's like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I watched when I was a kid all that shit. My dad had all that shit on VHS.
Taxi, great movie,
special type shit. That's a crazy movie. But then my third, I want to leave it open. I don't know, man. But I can watch. There's a lot of people that I can like. But Johnny Depp is. See, I mean, the whole list. Like, Johnny Depp has got to be one of the most, and Leonardo DiCaprio too. But Johnny Depp, I think, by far is the most. Like he's a very he can get into any role actor. How do you I forgot how you say it, but that dude's amazing, man.
Okay,
legend. But
okay,
that's just me. So I'm pretty much the same like you want. I think though, like you, even the one that even like I forgot what Robert said first, but he said Leonardo DiCaprio was somebody else.
Mm-hmm. He said Leonardo, Denzel Washington, and
somebody else. I forgot. Who
did
you say, Bob?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
that's another one.
Dude, I could watch any Tom Hanks movie. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
It's just the way that man.
Turner and Hooch.
Woo, Woo! You know what? That was on like 2 weeks ago too. By the way, Big.
Cool.
Hey, I want to extend this subject real quick
Yeah.
because we didn't mention any females.
Well, we're about to get there. Slow.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
Listo.
Dale.
Thank you guys for sharing your top 3 actors. I think that you can't go wrong with any of them that any of you guys mentioned. Top 3 women actors. Who wants to go first? I'll let you go first, baby.
Oh wow! Okay, put the pressure on me now.
Because
I wasn't ready.
Because you went last.
You were ready.
Thank you, Miami.
I'll go.
No. Okay, yeah, you go.
These are not in any particular order.
No, you don't go. Big.
Big.
We'll give you some time.
No,
He went last. He went last time, so now he has to go first.
I really don't know. I honestly like.
Oh, okay. Okay, then go ahead. Go ahead, Robert.
I mean,
go ahead, Robert. But, Bob, go ahead, but don't take any of mine. All right.
All right. I promise you, I won't.
Oh my goodness.
This is a good topic, right? Because there's so many, right? I like Natalie Portman. She's nice. I think she's a really good actor. Oh my God, so many. Kate Blanchett. She's another one.
No, what are you thinking about when you think acting?
Yeah. What do you think about
Meryl Streep? We'll go with Meryl Streep, man.
That's like
Meryl Streep.
And I just say Meryl Streep.
Natalie Moore.
Yeah.
You know Meryl Streep.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're killing me. Oh, but nobody's gonna believe that list that you put
out. Yeah, I don't even believe it. Meryl Streep is your top 3.
I think so. I like her in
Meryl
Streep. So.
Okay.
Hey, that's my list. Leave my list alone. Yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead and do I do mine now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I go? All right, Scarlett Johansson. That's,
Oh, you're just going by who?
One got a mirror. Do I have a mirror back here? See all my answers on my test?
my bad. But hey, I'm a big Black Widow fan, so
I bet you are.
Scarlett Johansson. So I gotta say that one first. Jennifer Lawrence. I gotta say Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, she's a good actor. Yeah, she's a good actor.
Yeah, and then and of course, all time, Sandra Bullock. She's like, she's done everything. So I gotta give it to her. Those are my 3.
Man,
we're still waiting on baby.
So Scarlett Johansson, Jennifer Lawrence.
What's Pretty Woman? What's her name?
That's what's her name?
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
That's one. That's one of mine. Ah man.
I know you're gonna name her.
Is this like top actresses or is this like people I like to watch their shows and movies?
Yeah, just
whatever you want. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Okay. I like,
one name who we think are the prettiest or who he has.
No, I went by like the flicks that I've seen. Mia Khalifa.
What the hell?
Jay Cortez girlfriend?
Jay Cortez girlfriend. Oh yeah.
All right, but you name 3.
Selma Hayek.
Are you frozen?
Take it off the soul.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Handshake. Hey. Well, as we wait for Big to come back online, honorable mentions.
Penelope.
He's back.
Oh, now you can see me.
Yes, now you're back. Go.
What was it again? Oh,
so you said
female actors. Julia Roberts.
Uh-huh.
What was the other one? So Selma
Hayek.
That's my second.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Like, let me see on my list here.
You
There's
want
a lot, man.
Jennifer Aniston?
Did Robert
No,
say
she's
Natalie
not.
Portman?
Yeah.
Did Robert say Natalie Portman?
Natalie Portman. You know, hey,
Robert,
for real, honorable mention.
You ever seen that
Hey.
movie V for Vendetta?
Yes.
Yeah, she's from
Yeah,
that.
Natalie Portman. Yeah,
Oh, bro, I'm telling you.
Natalie
like,
Portman. Honorable mention. Two. Let me mention two.
I don't know what's so wrong about picking Natalie Portman, Biggie. Like, goddamn.
Nah.
Is that a bad choice?
Like, nobody's gonna agree with this shit. They're gonna think this is fake.
Again, we just said.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Honorable mention.
still
I got
got one.
honorable mention. You still got one. That's right.
Yo, I still got one. I don't know who. Robert, you kill me.
Did you know she was born in Israel?
Huh?
Did you know she was born in
Who?
Jerusalem, Israel?
Who?
Natalie Portman. I did not know that.
Natalie Portman.
In
I
1981.
didn't know that.
She's my age.
What? Hey, what you think about that third one? I'm gonna mention honorable mention. Honorable mention. Michelle Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer, like all time, like throughout the years, throughout the years, Michelle Pfeiffer. Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz is
Cameron Diaz.
That'd be my third.
There you go.
Yes.
There you
Salma
go.
Hayek.
Good job. Good
Salma.
job.
Actress, yes.
Salma.
Yes, good actress.
Penelope
He
Cruz.
Selma.
No, he mentioned
No,
Salma
I
Hayek. Yeah,
said Selma.
yeah. But that's a good one. Cameron Diaz, definitely.
Yeah. That's what I thought at first. I just forgot.
And you know what? What's her name from 50 First Dates? And
From E.T. That's
yes, her. Like
Barry.
Drew Barrymore.
Barry, yeah,
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Yeah.
Drew Barrymore.
There's something about her.
Oh yeah, she's good too. Whatever.
Yeah.
Don't hate on my list.
No, it's
Congratulate or
just funny
don't participate. Enough said.
Enough said.
He said that. Natalie.
No,
Now, what was the other
shit,
one
by the way.
you named?
Yeah, we're like,
What
what
was
the
the other
fuck?
one?
Oh, yeah.
What was the other one? What was the other one? You said Luke Langley.
So we,
what did you say?
We anyhow, that's boxing that's coming up, and hopefully we can get a chance to see Canelo again.
It's in a lifetime opportunities.
Yeah.
If it does happen, hey, we're there.
It would be,
It's
it would
hey
be May
that
7th.
night. Hey,
It will be
that
May
night-
7th that Saturday, and we'll probably
Yeah.
be there. So
okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know that
if
night.
it happens,
That night it's either Canelo or Arcangel. So if Canelo doesn't show up, we're going to go see Arcangel that night.
really?
Just know.
Yeah, I can make the plan. I'm just there for the ride. Fuck it.
Hey,
I don't.
I'm there to celebrate my retirement. That's all.
That's all I care about right there.
And hopefully
buddy.
one of us hits it big and
Yeah,
leads
definitely.
with
Just
a
bet on
game.
red.
Face.
Just bet on red.
43 red. Hut, hut. Yo, so we're gonna stay. Well, okay, I'm just gonna bring it up because I wanted to talk about this. On Instagram, they had who's the greatest GOAT of all time, the ultimate athlete, so to speak. Which is unfair because each sport it requires different participation in the game, you know. So, of course, they're talking about is Brady the GOAT? Nah, I don't think he's the GOAT. I think he's far from it. of all athletes. Now, if we're going on popularity, you already know that's Jordan, but everything else is
Yeah.
up for debate. So I want to know, like, who you guys like, your favorite GOAT of all time. Maybe give your top 3, top 5, whatever you feel. But I just think, like, you can't. They had
They had Babe Ruth. I think Babe Ruth was on that list. Oh, you froze again, man.
Yeah.
Your internet in Jersey is no bueno, bro.
You should have went to New York. You got better internet in New York.
He got that Pauly D internet speed.
Just froze. You meant he mentioned what? You mentioned Babe. Okay. Oh, you started baseball. Okay.
Yeah. So there, Babe Ruth was on that list. I think Babe Ruth was on that list. Michael Jordan.
I'm back. I disappeared. I've been missing for like 3 minutes. Are y'all seeing this shit, or am I tripping?
No. I got you. We didn't say anything. We didn't say anything. He just mentioned Babe Ruth. That was his first.
He was on that list.
He was on that list that Biggie's talking
I
about.
I want to put Babe Ruth there because he, like they say, he played against a bunch of janitors, man. His competition back then till today.
He was ahead of his time. He was ahead of his time.
Hey, he was like, he needed to be against 9 people facing him in the outfield that were just as good as him in order to be great in my book.
Yeah.
But the Babe Ruth is, I never got why. Yes, he's a Yankee famous because he did what he did, but that talent will not. Oh, man,
it wouldn't translate, right? Like
I don't think he would have got hit. He probably would have been one of the worst pitchers ever.
Yeah, and I think that the way and that could be another subject, right? For another episode, right? How baseball has changed, right? So, but I don't know, man. That's a. I mean, I'll give you my opinion. I think that football is probably one of the toughest sports to win a championship on because there's so many. You only get so many chances, right? And we all know that. I'm a huge Cowboys fan. You're a huge Jets fan. You're a Raiders fan. You don't get opportunities to win Super Bowls all the time, and know that he
and that sport right there, it's a very team sport.
Yeah, it's very
not like one individual can do it all, run the show. It's a very team sport. You need to have a good group of guys to be able to get you to that level.
It's yes, because they got to catch his passes. And then if you're talking about Brady, for instance, you got to catch his pass. You got to have a surrounding cast that's going to make you look good. Now, if the game goes awry and you're losing, you can't come back on your own to win the game. You need your teammates. Yeah. And in basketball, you take that shit over, score 81 points, or spread this shit out, make it happen. But if it comes down to it, you're probably going to try to score the 81 points,
Yeah, I think,
and that in hockey too. To me, hockey, basketball, and baseball, and I think those are all the same. Like as far as like competitive wise, if you're gonna say somebody is GOAT.
Yeah, and then yeah, and I think.
And a lot of the individual sports, like boxing. Yeah. To me, boxing. Muhammad Ali, even though Muhammad Ali is not my time, Tyson is my time. Tyson is where like the time that we grew up, that we saw. To me, even though at the end, he fell off, but Tyson in his prime and his beginnings and stuff like that, he to me that's the GOAT.
Yeah, but then again, it's like Biggie was saying, right? Like, how do you put someone as the GOAT as far as all sports when, I mean, there's so many sports and there's so many variances in sports, right? I think to me, and to me, Tom Brady could probably be labeled as the greatest leader in sports. And to me, that's fair because he was the leader on the field with his teammates. I mean, there's Super Bowls that he won where you couldn't even name a receiver that he had in the team. You know what I mean? And I think
you knew them, but you knew the name only because he was on the Patriots and he made them who they are.
But that's what I'm saying. I think
that's one thing I respected about him.
mean, I think that's where the leadership thing comes because I mean, he went to Tampa Bay and won a Super Bowl with them. You know what I mean? Like, and that's
Yeah,
just
but
the
they
leadership.
were stacked, and they almost made it. They had a good team before him, but they just didn't have enough. But when he went there, he stacked the deck with all the receivers. So it was like LeBron going to LA and getting AD, Westbrook, and Melo. Come on now, that was like the ultimate giveaway, and they were doing the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay.
But you also have to think about like the in and outs of playing that sport. You have to get everybody to buy in, right? Like, I don't know. To me, GOAT. I mean, it could be this. The definition of that could go either way. So, I mean, I think
it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to define It's hard to define overall because like every sport is different. Or by each sport, you could say, okay, this person is a GOAT.
So let me. Yeah, but let me ask you guys this: like, if there was two athletes that walked right in front of you, and you were just to like a female does on Tiger Beat, and she sees her favorite artist back in the day, like posted down the Tiger Beat. You know, who are the two athletes that you would walk your way at the same time? Pretty much. So Robert. So starting with you, who are the two athletes that you would do that to if they walk past you?
They ask you first, Robert. ¿Quién tú son? Okay. To be honest, no se va a mamar a nadie, pero
I'll go first. I don't know. I'm gonna fuck that just in case y'all have the same ones. I want to say Michael Jordan and Mike Tyson, bro. If they were walking, I'd probably be like, "Holy shit, Mike and Mike, yo!" Like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's it, Robert. Nothing else would happen, Robert.
And those are my two goats. Like, Michael Jordan and Mike Tyson are my two goats. But when you say about, when you talk about like
Robert and Natalie Portman.
Enough said.
Let one talk, man.
The price is right. The price is right. Hey, here we go. Next contestant come up.
He said Betty. He said Natalie Portman and Betty White.
I didn't say Betty White. You did.
You should have said Betty White.
You might as well.
Where's the nose? Nose would have said Betty White.
Yeah. He probably would have said Betty White.
All right, Juan.
Natalie Portman.
To me, like, I don't know. As far as like, if I see in front, like, I'm gonna be like, yo, yo. One is the.
Okay, Robert, yo.
Damn. All right. So Tito Trinidad is one. Like that. If I see in front, I'm gonna be like, thank you. Like, thank you for what you did. To the sport of boxing.
He had a hell of a run.
Yeah, that's
executioner.
Yeah, man. I he had a great career. He had a great run for and represented us and stuff like that. So Tito Trinidad is one. I don't know. Who would be
lay it on Robert, bro. Just gonna let it out, bro.
Yeah, you mentioned Michael Jordan. That would be the other one. Because basketball and boxing are my sports. Like, those are my sports right there. And that's what I focus on. So the other one would be Mike.
Yeah, I think that man, I think it will be right, and I think you guys know how. I mean, obviously it'll be Kobe Bryant for me. I think that I mean, Michael Jordan made such a huge impact in the NBA. It'll be Kobe for me. Like, I think that anyhow, we're going with Kobe. Man, and the other one, I think it would be tough, man. You guys know I'm a huge boxing fan. I like the Tito Trinidad pick that you picked up too, Juan. Oh man,
Barrows kid.
I don't know. I mean, I think that maybe Miguel Cotto. I think, Miguel Cotto and Tito Trinidad for me both.
Really?
I had to throw them both in there. Like, yeah, I thought that Miguel Cotto had a tremendous career in boxing.
Yeah,
No, he did.
I have to agree. I have to agree on him. I've already met him though.
Yeah, you did.
Twice.
Shit on Robert. Hey, fuck Robert. Shit on his dreams. Yo, fuck that motherfucker. I met that motherfucker.
Fuck that bitch. I took a picture with him and I sent it to you. Remember?
Yeah. Remember that? Twice. I took 2 pictures with him, man.
Yeah, so those would probably be two people that I would be like, holy. Those are the 2 people that I'd be like,
really? Canelo?
No.
Yo, Natalie Portman and Canelo, bro. Yo, you're a weird guy, bro.
You're a weird guy.
You're a weird guy.
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman and Miguel Cotto walking to a bar.
Walking through a bar and I see Natalie Portman. Holy shit, what do I do?
I wouldn't even recognize Natalie Portman. That's why I'm laughing so hard.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah,
How did you not recognize her?
Yeah, she did, man.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. I would.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Natalie Portman? Yeah, of course.
The one from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one from V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
Enough said, Biggie.
You saying you wouldn't recognize her?
Like in person, probably not. I would. Like she's the one with brown hair. She looks like a skinny white girl with brown hair. Like, right? That's Natalie Portman, right?
Yeah. That's her.
But there's nothing distinctive about her that I'd be like, oh, she's got a flat ass, probably no tits or something.
Oh my god,
she looks like a regular human being. I'm just saying, why would I recognize her? I'm not a big fan.
You're right.
So
you're right.
You're a big fan, Robert.
I haven't noticed. I haven't noticed any of those features about her, so you're right.
Yeah, I guarantee you, if she was in San Antonio, walk right by you, you wouldn't recognize her. She looks probably like every other girl in San Antonio.
That's a huge guarantee you're making there, Biggie. Anyhow,
no.
I don't. Let me look. Let me look again.
The girls in San Antonio are distinct.
Hey, let's not get to that subject. We don't want to offend anybody, okay? So
no, I'm saying that girls in San Antonio are different. Like,
yeah, no, I wouldn't recognize them.
Thank you guys. Enough said.
Tú sabes.
Anyhow, thank you guys for.
Do we got another subject, or is that it?
That's it.
Robert's got to go to bed. No, Robert.
No, I don't. I'm gonna
tacos. Robert wants to go eat tacos. He wants to go eat more tacos. More tacos.
We back.
Salud para ustedes.
Salud. I still got drink in my cup.
Salud.
I got some drink in my cup.
So
there's a party after the show. Stay tuned.
I want to go live. Let's do it. Hey,
hey, Instagram.
So we were just talking about real quick, Kanye. What's going on with this dude? Like, to me, he acting really like
sus.
Yeah, he acting really silly, man. You know, just let it go.
I'm just tired of the boots.
Go ahead.
I'm just tired of
overall
boots. His boots. Yes, overall his boots. But there's this album that's coming out 2/22/22. I don't know why, but I'm kind of excited for this one. Don't know why. But supposedly Kanye went like cuss free and very religious. I know he was doing like gospel on the side, but I haven't listened to none of his like last albums. But is he religious now? Does he not cuss?
It wasn't very it wasn't as religious as the one before that. And actually, the last one, actually, I thought it was pretty good.
I didn't hear it. I heard part of one. I can't
it was
deal with that
it
shit.
was good. I mean,
I just know Pete Davidson's a god. Shout out to Pete Davidson if you're watching.
Shout out
Thanks
to
for
Pete
subscribing. Pete Davidson, you're a god.
follow us.
I don't know how he does it, but you know, he's had the yeah. Hey.
So I don't know, man. Like honestly, like I watched the whole the interview that he did with Noriega on Drink Champs. And
Pete Davidson did one.
Kanye West.
Kanye.
Right.
Yeah, and I thought that
sorry.
Yeah, seriously. And I thought he looked sincere in that interview. It looked like he was like really being himself. And then like lately, to me, it just seems like we don't know, right? Because we're not. But to me, it seems like it's part of promoting the album to be that way. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't.
When he discredited Talib Kweli and he discredited what's his name, Big Sean and all that, and then and then becoming friends with Drake again after his boy, what's his name? I forget his name. I'm having a brain fart. But they had beef with Drake, Pusha T.
Yeah.
Like, you befriend your artist enemy, like that's not fucking cool. Like, I don't know, Kanye's just weird. He does obviously everything for money and clout. I mean, if he's not getting paid, he's got to get the views. Right?
It really does.
That's just my opinion on it. I think he's a clown. I think his music has been trashed since he left Rockefeller damn near. Since 808 and Heartbreaks. I think that was his last good album, if that. Before that was all great. But
he's all hype.
I don't know.
He's hype.
I'm not, to this generation, they can like him if they want to, but our generation, Kanye is way better, man. I don't follow suit in his little shows and wearing boots now. Everybody wants to wear these ugly ass stupid boots, and I don't know.
You saw Fat Joe wearing them, right? You saw Fat Joe wearing them.
He looked like a clown.
Weird, man. So I was like,
but you know what I'm saying? Like his music hasn't been good to me since he left Rockefeller. 808 and Heartbreaks, whatever. That's probably the last album to me.
And
but I don't know.
I keep wondering if it's just us. Like, as we get older, we just like so stuck to our ways that nothing other than that style like of hip hop and stuff like that. And like I don't know. I sometimes wonder about that stuff because how we were with our parents.
So I think we are kind of stuck in our ways to a point, but at the same time we have the right to our opinion. And like if the new generation right now that's currently holding the state of rap in a chokehold, supposedly like disagree that Wu-Tang or NWA or Mobb Deep or Tribe Called Quest or Too Short or anybody wasn't great, like they would be like, we're hating, man. Like
no, but you know what to me what confirmed it is that like my daughter said to me was like, y'all had a better era of hip hop than what we have now. And I was like, yeah, I agree, but I'm not living in your shoes. Like, to me, yeah, of course our era was the greatest ever. Like, and it's compared to what's going on right now. And for her to say that to me is like, yeah, obviously, like So
it to me it just seems like it's all publicity, right? Like you said, Biggie for clout, like, and I think that's really where, man, honestly, like that's where hip hop is come down to. It's not even about the music anymore. It's about how many likes you can get on social media, right?
And how much money you're holding in your hand, but
and
it's like
I think.
Go ahead.
No, I think at first it's about the skills that you have, like at first, until you get known. Once you get known and you get to that level, It's how you can entertain the crowd. Like what can you do to entertain everybody to
Exactly.
keep you relevant. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter no more what
Exactly.
skill you have.
Yeah,
you can
that's it.
you can make a concert. You can make a what is it? A 7-day concert and not do anything and just like snippets of your shit, and then you're like, oh my god, I gotta go to this concert, and because he's been living there for a month or whatever, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
it makes you wonder, right? Like, but and I guess that's where, like, me personally, it's like I like Kanye. I'm not a huge Kanye West fan, but I like somebody to like maybe to like try to explain like where you're at, right? Like how is that entertainment, right? Like you said, just sitting there in a freaking room for days, and then you drop the album and people are and people flock to these shows, man. Like he sells out, you know what I mean? So it's definitely a lot different from when we grew up, right? So
yeah, it's a lot different. It's a change of culture, even though it's still hip hop, but it's still a change of culture. Like, we grew up on we came up on the time that hip hop kind of was created, and now for it to go to this now, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's weird, but at the same time, it's like it's still hip hop.
And not only that, and I think I had to reach out to you guys and send you guys a text of videos from like the 90s and the early 2000s. We lived in a really good era of music, like music wise.
We lived in the beginning of greatness, in my opinion, man.
Yeah.
Growing up in the 80s and 90s, my first rap tape was LL Cool J's Bigger and Deaf.
Man, like think about
to go from there all the way to in the 90s, where meeting EPMD in the late 80s, early 90s, to Wu-Tang, to Jay-Z, to Biggie, Mobb Deep, like all that shit, into like,
and that's just
amazing to live through it.
That's just on hip hop alone, you know what I mean? Like we can go to rock and we can talk. We lived through Nirvana, right? Think about one of the greatest fucking
the best
rock,
Pearl Jam,
right? Pearl Jam,
Savage Garden, I think it was, or something.
Man,
like
9 Inch Nails,
9 Inch Nails,
bro,
The
like
Cure.
The Cure.
Oh
I mean,
God.
we lived through a tremendous, like, an era where music wasn't about. To me, it feels like music wasn't about now, like, because music now is about how many likes you can get on social media. The more likes you get on social media, the more that it looks like it's good music, because it could be the un ejemplo es la muchacha esa que hizo la canción esta, yo soy el, ¿cómo es que se llama esta? La muchacha esa, Jenny 69.
Oh my God!
¿Me entiendes? So that's
last year.
She's a Mexican rapper.
So that's an example of where music is at now, that you don't have to be talented to be
and it's
an
like,
artist.
That one
Jenny 69.
Yeah, and that one German girl, they keep playing her meme. Yeah, that one. It's like, what? But she's famous, because of that stupid shit,
Yeah,
and
I think that's where, man, like, I think that's where music has gone now. And and there are good music. There is good music out there. Like, Mayeli was talking to me about the other day that she was listening to ASAP Ferg. Like, but you don't hear about rappers like that, right? Because they're not getting a bunch of likes on social media. I mean, we live with what, Blink 182, Linkin Park.
Blink
to me,
was my favorite.
Green Day. I mean, think about all the music that we lived through in a lifetime, that you can go back and be like, oh shit! Like,
to me, there's no
music.
And I don't know, maybe we're biased or whatever, but to me, there's no comparison to what the 80s created and the 90s kind of like revolutionized.
80s got to have the most
bro.
iconic music, and that will hit home to anybody. To me, that
Yep.
I guess
Yep.
like if you didn't live in the 80s, you didn't hear the music they play on.
Yeah.
I watched the movie Thrasher the other day. Was it
Oh yeah.
Thrasher or something like that? It was pretty good for what it was for back in the late 80s, early 90s. I forget what year. I think it's called Thrasher or Gleaming. No, Gleaming. No, not Gleaming the Cube. Gleaming the Cube was like 80. Thrasher.
Thrasher?
THRASHER. Thrasher. That's a good movie, man. It's about a skateboarder who gets a competition. He falls in love with the enemy's sister.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, and then Gleaming the Cube was another one. But anyways, but the 80s is like.
Yeah.
90s music was so impactful. Like 80s music
Yeah.
to me is the best shit ever. I'll put that above any hip hop. Like as far as like just vibing type shit, like you want to just have a good time and just bullshit and whatever. 80s music, man.
Yeah.
R&B,
80s music,
pop,
yeah.
no matter what.
80s music was so inspirational that the 90s music like popped. Like
yeah, but
just,
it piggybacked off. It didn't go on a separate journey like hip hop in the early 2000s, and then all of a sudden went left in the later 2000s with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But you know, music always followed a trend. Everything was popular. Everybody was eating beef. That's it. Rock, rap, R&B.
Even in the early 2000s, music was great, bro. Like, you know,
that's what I said. The early 2000s, like when they started popping Ludacris, that was still good music. But then it just fell off when Future came on and just started humming, and everybody wanted to follow suit.
Humming. What's some? You
know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm a very biased guy. I prefer East Coast music to any genre of hip hop, but that's just me. Even though I love, like, growing up in Texas, the whole DJ. I'm not a DJ Screw fan, but what do they call it? UGK, Bun B, MC, Ghetto Boys, Scarface,
Cash Money Records when they first started. No Limit. I mean,
that's all shit. Like, yeah. I'm not a big No Limit or Cash Money fan, but
they were still good.
We gotta respect the hustle. We gotta respect that hustle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The movie's called Trashing, Biggie. 1986, Trashing.
I watched it the other day.
Rad.
I
remember Rad.
A good movie.
Rad from BMX bikes. I think that was the one with the BMX bikes and all that stuff.
Yeah, I had a Boomac BMX.
Dang, Juan.
My bad. Hey, enough said. TuSabe, aquí estamos.
That's fucking nuts.
All right, God, I remember. I think American Dad made a skit about Rad, the movie Rad. I'll send it to you in a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Dale, Roberto, ciérralo.
Dale, vamos a dejarlo. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you, Biggie. Thank you, Juan, Jun. We got a lot more stuff coming up this year and this season. Hopefully you guys can hit like, share. Please share.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, share.
Share it. Hopefully you guys enjoy the
Yeah, go ahead and subscribe so that way you get our new content. We're gonna try to get back on into it on a weekly basis. So that way if you subscribe, you'll get our notifications of when our next video comes up. So hey, subscribe. Here we are. NuffSaidTuSabe.
We're gonna be talking about books. We're gonna be talking about books later on too.
Oh yeah.
Start, like, what are you reading?
I got it.
What do you recommend?
Let's go.
What are you reading or what do you recommend?
Yeah, and we can bring some. We can bring some guests.
What do you prefer to read? Yes, absolutely. Bring some guests in, young, old, new.
Yeah. Bring some guests in that can talk about whatever they've been reading and stuff like that. I have an idea of who our next guest is, so stay tuned.
Thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Peace.
Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Peace out. Woo.